What's going on, conquistadors? Welcome back to Round Like Me with Scotty, the chunky Spaniard. And it has been a few days. It's been a little while. And I needed to take some time off to try and recover from kidney stone surgery. So I missed you guys. I missed coming out with a video on Thursday. And I was gonna shoot for a video on Friday. And just haven't been feeling super great. So I kind of just was like, I need to take some time for myself. Yeah, to keep that, the surgery part brief, kidney stone surgery is not pleasant. Sometimes for kidney stone surgery, they can ultrasound the kidney stones and then hope that they pass. But the problem with kidney stones is they're like these spiky little like lemon seeds kind of, and they could get lodged if you don't go get them. So as they say in Henry Danger, the doctors went up the tube. That's right. So I'm not gonna go into any more detail than that, but just know that it is not comfortable. I was knocked out, but waking up from it is painful, and then everything else that follows is painful. My back is hurting. It feels like Mike Tyson was just, you know, using my right kidney, my right flank, as the doctors called it. Like a punching bag, he's like, and I don't even know that's how you do it. I tried one of those one time when I was in, oh gosh, I was in Little League, and my Little League coach had one of those in his garage, and I could never get the rhythm down. Rhythm is gonna get you. Was that Gloria Estefan? I think it was. Anyway, but I'm back and thought, you know what? I'm just gonna come out with a video on Sunday. It's a little easier that way, and then get back on the horse and get in the schedule of tunes on a Tuesday, and then something on Thursday, and then coming back next Sunday, but probably a new yeah nope, because I love those. I don't think they get the most views, but they're kind of therapy for me. So I will do another yeah nope in another week. But this week, with the surgery and coaching and teaching and stuff, I went to 7-Eleven to get a Slurpee, because Slurpees are kind of my thing, and I don't know, I like Slurpees. They're delicious. So I'm in 7-Eleven, going to go get my pina colada / Coke or Pepsi, whichever one isn't like all runny. Pina colada and Coke, or pina colada and Pepsi have never let me down, so I'm gonna stick with those. You guys all have those. What are your like go-to menu items, like at Taco Bell or, you know, McDonald's? In-N-Out. Oh, if In-N-Out would sponsor this, oh my gosh. I mean, we'd have to probably up the game of the name Chunky Spaniard. It would be like Oprah's gonna have to lift me out of my house with a crane Spaniard. Okay, if Oprah still does that stuff in like her spare time, which she probably doesn't have any. See, I'm so out of it and I'm so tired. This week has been draining. I'm walking into 7-Eleven, going to get my Slurpee. Super excited about my Slurpee. And as I'm walking in, I notice these chips out of the corner of my eye. Not just like dancing on a shelf, and not Ponch and John, okay? Because I grew up with the original chips, even though the new one was pretty funny. All of a sudden I see this white bag of Doritos, and none of these are sponsors, but I mentioned Totino's Pizza Rolls and GNR last video for the Tunes on a Tuesday and playing Nintendo, and all of a sudden it's almost as if the world is conspiring against me to hit that nostalgia funny bone, or they just know that people my age probably have a little bit of money. Now, I'm not saying I'm wealthy, I just have money that I can spend on things. And so they're trying to corner that market. So I mentioned GNR, I mentioned Totino's Pizza Rolls, which I wanted to have some in the video, I just haven't had a chance to go to the store. Maybe another time, because I've been craving those ever since I mentioned that. And Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, I've been listening to Guns N' Roses every single day. And I'm hearing new stuff and just some of those bluesy licks, and I'm just, oh, so good. But I'm walking into 7-Eleven, Rabbit Trail Central today. Brr! Chips, corner of my eye. oh my gosh, white bag of Doritos. What could be on a white bag of Doritos? So I'm like, I'll check this out. Why not? You got my attention, Doritos. Show me what you got. Check it out. Okay, I know, it's the new, we're cool and edgy Doritos logo. Right? But the name. Do you see that? Jumpin' Jack Cheese? Okay. I'm hoping, I haven't tried them yet. I've waited to open these for you guys. I've resisted. Jumpin' Jack was a flavor that Jay Leno used to advertise in the 90s, early 90s, like in Living Color days, because that was like my favorite show back in junior high. And it was a black bag on the bottom, and then Doritos used to have like that little window where you could see inside, and it was a black bag for Jumpin' Jack, and I think it's even like there was that Whoopi Goldberg movie, the Jumpin' Jack Flash, and then that goes into the Rolling Stones and all that kind of stuff, but they were the best chips ever. It's kind of like Rick and Morty's. You know how one of the creators of Rick and Morty is really into the Szechuan sauce for McDonald's when they did that promotion for Mulan. Jumpin' Jack cheese are kind of like my white whale or my unicorn. Those were the things that I loved. Oh my gosh, I freaked out. My parents never used to buy brand name stuff for us. It was always generic. Everything, even shoes. That's probably why I'm a sneakerhead now. But I remember my dad bought the Jumpin' Jack cheese, and they were the best. They were the best. So, I'm gonna try those in a second. But not only did 7-Eleven say, oh, hey Scotty, we got your Jumpin' Jack, possibly. They had this clear liquid staring at me from the cooler. And I was like, wait a second, what is that? So I'm looking at the chips, and straight behind it, I see it. And it was like speaking to me. It was, ooh, Crystal Pepsi? Are you kidding me? And it looks almost diet. It looks almost like water. It's not. It's Crystal Pepsi. Crystal Pepsi! I remember getting free samples of Crystal Pepsi in high school. My economics teacher, for some reason, got a bunch of free samples for our class. And I oddly remember it being like super interesting, but also kind of like gasoline. That's just the memory I have of it. It was this odd mixture of the way gasoline smells, but kind of this like intriguing flavor. So I'm gonna try that too. I haven't tapped into that. I was saving it for the video. And so I've got my chips. I've got my Crystal Pepsi, and I'm walking out. And I passed through candy, and I've been trying to be good and stay away from candy because gummies are the death of me, right? Any kind of sour gummy worm, Mike and Ike's, gummy bears, those are my jam. And then I see it. One more thing, the trifecta of my childhood. I remember a summer. This is just totally, I don't even know if you guys find this interesting, but there was a summer where I decided that's when I wanted to become a drummer. I wanted to learn to play drums. And I played in this band, this summer band, and they had me on snare, and it definitely was not what I was hoping. I was hoping for a drum kit. And so the whole summer they just wanted us to learn how to do a drum roll. It was super boring. But the teacher had these free samples, another free sample teacher, of these candy bars that were just new and exclusive, and they would throw those out if you did a good job or if it looked like you practiced. Oh my gosh, caramellos. Now, caramellos, you may never have had one of these. If you haven't, you need to change that, because they're made by Cadbury. Yes, the Easter egg, the Cadbury bunny egg. The chocolate is amazing and so smooth and so good. And then you got caramel, or caramel. I don't know how you pronounce it. I say caramello, but then I say caramel. And say caramel macchiato. Do you say caramel macchiato or caramel macchiato? I don't know. It's kind of whatever you want. Do you say route or do you say root? I don't know. Which route are you going to take? Which route are you going to take? Who cares? It's delicious, and they're so good. I'm not gonna eat it right now, because this could be a snack when I'm working on grades tonight. But let's crack open these Jumpin' Jack cheese and see if they are what I remember them to be. I am so excited, and I'm sharing it with my conquistadors, my homies on YouTubes. Let's check it out. Jumpin' Jack, here we go. I'm really excited. I cannot. Ooh, I don't know. I'm stuffy from like surgery, because they didn't do nasal surgery, but I was basically naked on the operating table. I just had that stupid little smock thing on. And I feel like that's what gave me a cold in that ice cold freezing room. But what I can smell is it's almost got a Cool Ranch scent to it. Let's see. Let's do the taste. Oh, I can't do that one. That chip was broken. Another broken chip. Maybe I shouldn't have held on to these for so many days. I think this might be as close to the perfect triangle as I can find in this. Oh no, there it is. Triangular, three-sided perfection. Jumpin' Jack. Let's go. Okay. Oh, It's even got, oh my gosh. As I'm looking closer at it, it's even got the little like red and like specks of flavorness on it. I don't know what you call it. I'm not gonna eat the whole bag. I want to, but, oh yeah. It's much more subtle, but maybe that's because I'm much older and my taste buds are probably shot a little bit. But it's like, if you appreciate just the plain Doritos corn chips with a little bit of seasoning and a tiny bite of pepper, that's exactly what's going on with this bag. If you can find these, I can't find the large bag, it's only these little grab bags at 7-Eleven. If you can find them, go try them. They're so good. Doritos, love ya, okay? Look at this face. Chunky Spaniard. This beard, these Santa cheeks. I mean, this sells it right here. They're like, oh my gosh, he's lovable, and he's basically a young Santa. He's a young Hispanic Santa. Santa Claus, okay? I am the Santa Claus, right? So, that was almost Italian. That was bad. And so racist. Jumpin' Jack. Come on, Doritos. Get this young Santa-cheeked, bearded man to be the face of Jumpin' Jack, and maybe then I'll have a late night talk show forever. After that, I gotta wash down some of that Jumpin' Jack with some of my Crystal Pepsi. Are you finding any of this interesting? This is a peek into my childhood. Everything that we're talking about this past week is like going straight back to when I was a kid. So, Crystal Pepsi, smells kind of citrusy. Let's see. Pepsi, I love you. I do. But, and maybe, again, it's the nose stuff. I'm not really getting anything. Maybe kind of a citrusy hint of squirt. I don't know. It doesn't... This is kind of troublesome. I was hoping this was going to be a return to glory of my youth. But, you don't really taste like much. That's kind of disappointing. But in summary, it's been an interesting week. I appreciate those of you that have come back. We just passed 5,500 subscribers. So awesome. Coached 2 volleyball games. had kidney stone, kidney surgery, where they had to actually go into my right flank, up into my right kidney, and, you know, traverse the many perils and dangerous pathways all the way up to my kidney. It doesn't feel that great right now, to be honest. Yeah. But if you're still watching this, thanks for watching, Conquistadors. Thanks for coming back, as always. If you're sharing it, thank you for sharing it. If you are just liking it, if you're just watching at home, wherever you're watching, I hope that this breaks up your day. Honestly, that's why I do this. It's just to bring some joy, to make people smile, maybe a chuckle every now and then, and maybe take you on a little road trip back through your childhood, or get you thinking about some good stuff that happened when you were a kid. You know, like Jumpin' Jack cheese chips, so good. But remember, Conquistadors, be a better person tomorrow than you were today, and I'll see you next time on Round Like Me, with me, Scotty, the Chunky Spaniard. And the next time I see you, it'll be a Tunes on a Tuesday, because that is the day that music should always be released. Be good people, and I'll see you next time. Bye.